Hello everyone. I don't know what happened with that camera, but hello everybody. Oh, we cleaned up this room and now it's not still not out of the way, but that's okay. Hello everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Tuesday. I'm so excited to be here with all of you today. Hello Melissa, hello Kate, hello Penny, hello Celie, hello Luann, hello Karen, hello Brandon, hello Linda, hello Irma. Hi everyone. Welcome. So today is Tuesday, which means it is a release day. So that means I get to share with you all of the really cool things that we have released, and so many different updates. I have a whole my whole cue card here. So Jess would be very proud of me because I have my whole slip here of everything that I am supposed to talk about this evening. Hello, Leanne. So again, today is Tuesday, which means I show you a whole bunch of new release stuff. I share with you all of the different new products, and I get to let you know that tomorrow we have live packing. So remember, if you make a purchase this evening, it will go towards that live packing tomorrow, meaning you will get I believe that we're doing the dice roll again. The dice roll is simply a roll of the dice on the Halloween board. We're doing that all month this month, and then we switch over to holiday next month. But it's confusing because I'm showing you holiday and it's a lot. We're so confused between Halloween and holiday right now. But I can tell you the first thing that is on my list is the Halloween sale that's happening right now. So there is a Halloween sale promo. This will extend through until the end of the month. Everything is 20% off right now. That includes candies and puzzles and tote bags and paper pads and stamps, all sorts of different stuff from the Halloween releases all the way from back to the beginning of September, end of August. There's a ton of stuff that is in that sale. Hello, Linda. So we wanted to do it a little bit earlier because we know that a lot of you, if you order your Halloween products now, or if you order your Halloween or your, what's the word I'm looking for? Your, I guess your spooky candy or your trick-or-treat candy now, that you will get it way in time to give it to trick-or-treaters or to give it to, really whomever. So with that being said, you will be able to grab those things at a phenomenal discount. And 20% off, I think, is pretty good for quite a few of those products. And you'll have to go and take a look at those. So we talked about that. Oh, and also, I almost forgot to tell you, if you are looking at the product, you're looking at the collection, which I believe that goes out in an email tonight. If you're looking at the collection, it will no longer show like what the price was and then show you a new price. It's just going to show you the sale price right now. We are working on that on the back end. There's nothing wrong or glitch in the system. There's just something with it, the visual portion that it's pushing out to you. But with that being said, the great part about all of this is that if you are a subscriber, which I know many of you are, many of you that come and hang out with me, and many of you that I have the pleasure of speaking with every week, you are going to get your subscription discount on top of that. So you're getting a 20% off plus an additional 15. So go throw some of that stuff in your cart, and once you're in your actual cart, the checkout, it will show you how much more you're going to save. It actually, I think, shows you in the cart how much more you're going to save before you even get to checkout. But I digress. You're going to be able to see it either way. All right, so let's go ahead and head down to the table because I have lots of things to share with you, and I'm really excited to share them all with you. So let's go head down to the table, and let's talk about all of the things that I have been told to chat with you about. So let's zoom in a little bit here first. Okay, there we go. So first and foremost, back in stock. So many of you have asked for this, and it's back. Oh, wait, I actually have samples of this. Hold on one second. Talk amongst yourselves for a moment. I have a sample board. Okay. So, with my sample board, I'll show you. I think we had to take some of these off. But basically, if you have the No Place Like Home stamp set, so see this stamp set here? It's the background. This stamp and there are several others like it, were designed to fit on top of here, okay? So see how those, I mean, these are two different cards that have been built, and we have the cunning dies back, okay? So this is now available again. Yes, happy birthday, Jess. This is now available again. So this is, again, the No Place Like Holidays coordinating die. This has the wreath. It has the garlands, the presents, the little, what's this? The little rug. I was trying to think of the thing. And all of these different pieces. So that is back in stock. You are able to now order that if you would like. We've been waiting for that to come back. All right, next we're going to talk about Jess's birthday. So I'm super excited. I know all of you are super excited because every year for our wonderful Jess, she is our director of operations, we always do something special. In this year, so last year we did a special stamp. We did like a fun little sleepover. This year, I have decided that I was going to design some products specifically for her. That was something that I was really, really excited about doing for her because I know that she loves all of the different products that we've done in the past that are the pickle products. So we are going to go ahead and we are going to show those products and talk a little bit about how that all works, okay? Because there's a bundle and yada yada yada. Okay, so let's talk about those products that I designed, and we're gonna demo some of them. So first and foremost, we have the Big Dill Duo Foil Sheets. The Big Dill Duo Foil Sheets. So these Duo Foil Sheets, I'll show you here. They, of course, this is your little insert sheet, so you know what you got here. And what we have with Duofoil, anybody that's not experienced Duofoil before, is we have the colored background, so the color in the background, and then we have this beautiful, really, really robust and really, really deep black overlay, and this is what's foilable, okay? Now, you also get a secondary sheet, and look at how fun these designs are. If you have a friend that loves pickles, and I mean, I have a couple, but none that loves pickles as much as Jess does. This is something you're going to want to grab. Again, we have the little pickle outline here. We have the pickle jars. You're kind of a big dill, and you're one tough pickle. Okay, love that. So that is the Duofoil sheets. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab my little page protector. I've been trying to be good and put these into the protectors because that's been my saving grace of making sure that I have them all tidy. There we go. Okay, so there's that. Next up, after that, we have, and I'm going to demo. I'm not going to demo the Duofoil, but I have to demo these. Come on. So this is the Brutus Renner Washi Sheet Duo. Oops, I forgot to put Duo on there. That's okay. And it's the pickled. It's the pickled washi sheet. So I'm going to do what I do with all of my other sheets. You've seen me do this before, where I'm going to go ahead and cut off the edge. Hold on, let me grab my little transfer sheet. And let's go ahead and I'm going to cut off just the edge of one of these, because what I do is I place this, you've seen me do this before, I place this in my page protector. And what I do, because I'll have a whole bunch of pieces left over of this, but we still have the green, right? There's still green. Okay, so let me grab my trimmer here. And what I do is I trim off this edge piece, okay? And I take this edge piece, okay? Didn't hurt anything, didn't cut off any. I mean, you want to be a little more careful. I think I trimmed off the one edge of it, but that's okay. And then I take my little sheet here and I place this, because as you use your washi sheets, I know that, hello Susan, I know that as you use your washi sheets, just like how I use my washi sheets, eventually this little piece here is going to disappear. So if you want to order more and you don't know what they are, because you're eventually going to peel off. So this piece, well, let's fix this a little bit here. I usually put it on this side so I can, leaf through. But what's going to happen eventually is you are going to run out of this piece here, this side piece, and that's just simply because this is, it's you're going to cut them apart, okay? So just like this. So I'm going to cut this one apart because I want to send this one through to show you, because I know in the past I've shown all of you how these work, but I'm gonna show you again, because why not? All right, so I'm gonna place this in here, because again, you'll see this is what happens. So you start having bits and pieces of these washies. And then I'm gonna trim off this end. Okay, and you trim this however you see fit. I mean, I'm just trimming it so that it will fit, kind of fit in here. It's not going to fit perfectly, but at least we have a fighting chance. Okay. So let's move these out of the way. And another great thing that you are going to receive. Whoopsies! Oh, I almost just dropped everything. Hold on. The studio got clean, and now I have nowhere to put anything. Okay, so this, if you purchase all of the products that are in, if you purchase the bundle, I guess I should say, if you purchase the bundle, you will receive a piece of this gorgeous spring green foil completely free. Completely free. And I just think that that's fantastic. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that out of there. I'm going to take my little transfer sheet here, and again, it's going to overlap outside a little bit. That doesn't really hurt anything. I mean, you just want to be mindful of when you're feeding it into the machine that you aren't, crumpling anything up. You want to make sure it's a clean and clear transition, and make it super simple. Okay. All right. So we are going to send that on through. Then I'm going to show you what it looks like when it comes out. We always want to give it a second to cool, and that went through perfectly. So while we're giving that a second to cool, let's go ahead and take a look at the stencil that's a part of her birthday release, and it is called Pickle Slice. And I'm going to show you how this works. I'm really excited to show you how this works, because I think it's really nifty and really cool. So let's go ahead and pull this off of here. Let me put this back where it belongs so I don't lose it. I actually should just tape it to here. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tape it to my desk, because then I won't lose it. Then I definitely won't lose it. All right, are we ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Hold on. I know you can't see it yet, but are you ready? Look at that. Hold on, let me zoom in. Let me zoom in, folks. Look at that beautiful green. Again, if you have a friend that loves pickles, you got to get this for them. You gotta pick this up. So, I mean, not necessarily for them if they're a crafter, but you got to pick this up for them so that they are able to, you're able to make some cards for them, is what I'm trying to say. Oh, I love that. And then what I do is I'll take this negative side you can use with the toner sheets, but I will take this, because let's pretend I used a strip from it, and I'll just put this right in there so that I have this. Oh, you can see the green really well now. So that I have this, for the future. Okay? All right. So let's talk about how this works. So what you're going to do, let me move something over to the side here. Let me grab my Later Gator and 4. Okay? Actually, I think I need I don't think there's a deeper. Nope, there's not a deeper green yet. So let's use these two. I'm going to show you how this works. Okay. So let's pop this out of here. You're going to want to use a deep green, a really like a green to really saturate, and then you're going to want a green that is a little bit lighter. So we'll use Later Gator first because that's our deep green. Okay. And you're going to do these little round pieces first. So let me actually, before I get wild here, let's go ahead and tape this off. Because we'll do just these two to start with. So you're going to go in and you're going to really, really press in your deep green shade, okay? And just make sure that you really hit it, okay? So that's good. Now, I'm going to take first a paper towel because we want to make sure that this area is not too oversaturated. And I mean, obviously you would not be, you'd be taping things off and you'd be extra careful and yada, yada, yada. Not like me, the demo. Okay, so now we have the ring. So there's the ring, and it's naturally made so that it looks like, yes, there's also a contest. Yes, I'll talk about that in just a second. So now you're going to take and you're going to place this right on top. It's going to fit perfectly, okay? Let's go ahead and tape this down. Yes, there is a contest to make a card. Okay, so now I'm going to use 4 as my lighter shade. And for this one, we want to be, I mean, so light with it. So light with it, like almost non-existent. You're just going to go around in a circle. Okay. Make sure the center is not, and again, you would tape this, not like me. You would tape it down and make sure it stays in place and yada, yada, yada. Okay, gonna go ahead and, okay. So now you can see we have our perfect little pickle center. Oh my goodness, look at that. I love it. I love it. All right, so now we're gonna take our final piece, and this is what goes in the center, okay? And it was very important to me to make sure that this was all on one piece because it makes it super easy, right? So let me move these over to the side. Now I'm gonna grab, now you could use some embossing ink. You can do whatever floats your boat. I'm gonna use some of the Brutus Monroe Alabaster ink, and I'm just gonna tap this, okay? Because I want it to be really saturated, okay? See that? Tap, 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 tap. All right, now I'm gonna lift this off, and that little tiny bit, that teensy little bit of color we had under there, we should be able to reveal. Oh my goodness, look at that. Can you see? I mean, you'll be able to see it much easier in person, but look, you can add a little bit of yellow, a little bit of green to that to make it, but imagine doing these on the background of a card. And, you know, for someone that loves pickles, or this would be great for a relaxation card, right? If you do a relaxation card, how cool would that be, right? I mean, I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. So that is that. Now let's talk about the contest. I have my little sheet here. So if you purchase the exclusive kit, you will receive the Pickled Duo Washi Sheets, the Big Dill Duo Foil Sheets, the Pickle Slice Mixed Media Stencil, and you will also receive a bonus of 1 sheet of the Spring Green Deco Foil. I believe that it's 12 inches by 6 inches. So what will happen is that retails for $18.37. I mean, great price. You'll need to use all 3 products to create a card. You need to submit a photo of the card by November 2nd, 2025 to jessica@brutusmonroe.com. And all entries will be shared, and the winner and the prize will be announced live on Wednesday, November 5th during live order packing. Okay? So again, you are able to purchase your kit, and you could potentially, and the prize I believe is a $50 store credit. Okay, $50 store credit. Love that. Oh, look at how the ink is starting to fade in. It's really starting to look like seeds there, isn't it? Oh, I love that. I love that. All right. So let's see. What else do I have on my... Okay, so now let's move on. I still have quite a few things to talk about. Let's move on to the Advent calendar. Okay. So because the Advent calendar, we want to be able to make our projects before Halloween. I get to open... Hello, Joy. I get to open 3 of the packages with you tonight. I'm so excited. I'm so excited I could faint. I get to open 3 of the packages with you tonight. So we get to see what 3 of the items are. I mean, are you excited? I'm excited. I'm excited. Okay, let's go ahead and open it, okay? Let's open this up. So we have, okay, my one was already open because I showed you. 1, 2, 3, okay? We get to do 3 of the bags tonight, and these are still available if you want them. There are quite a few exclusive items inside of here, okay? All right, so let's go to bag number 1. Oh my goodness. You got it. I just got to rip it open. Oh, it's the Monster Mash paper pad. I think I already shared this with you guys, but this is included in the Advent calendar. You can also get extras. Hello, Samantha. You can also get extras. So you'll see on the back what it coordinates with, okay? But look, the size of this paper pad is so perfect for all of your art journaling, for your little cards, even for your larger cards. This is sized at 4 by 4, so it is perfect for you to use for all of your Halloween crafts. I love this. I absolutely love this. So this is now available for you to get in this, what's it looking for? In this Advent calendar. So you can either get the Advent calendar or you can purchase this particular, you can order more of this paper pad. This is something that we wanted to create extras for you because, to me, it just made sense, number one. Because who doesn't want some extras of a spooky, fun Halloween paper pad? And I just think that it's super fun. Okay, so that's day 1. Let me put this back on my Advent calendar so I don't lose it, all right? That's day 1. All right. Next up, we have day 2. What's day 2? Let's see. I love the little stickers on them so you know what you're... And again, someone said, and I can't remember who it was, someone said, reuse these bags. Oh my goodness, it's a 4 by 4 little stencil. Oh my goodness, look at this stencil. Again, we're going to use some of these things because we still are going to be making some Halloween cards. I believe we're going to use these things from the Advent calendar most likely on Thursday, okay? So there's that. What's next? What's next? What's in bag number 3? A washi. Look at that washi. And I know that everybody's is going to be a little bit different because we did want to do some so that it wasn't, you know, all the same. Everybody gets a different surprise. But look at that. It is a haunted forest washi. Boy, we're going to have fun with that. I love it. I love it. All right. All right, so that's that. Now I get to talk to you about the inspiration box, and then we're going to get to our new release for the night because we have not talked about the inspiration box yet, and there have been so many of you asking about this month's inspiration box. Okay, so this month's inspiration box is called City Sidewalks, and I'm super excited because there's a new product in here that I get to share with you. Okay, 2 new products actually. So you are going to receive from our new cardstock. Now, I'm not going to know the colors perfectly, so please forgive me. But we have a beautiful red, a beautiful yellow, and a beautiful blue. okay? Then we have our card bases. So you're going to receive 5 card bases, okay? You're also going to receive the Midtown Magic paper pad. Oh, thank you, Walter. So Midtown Magic, it tells you all the different colors. Actually, these colors are probably on the back. Yep, butter, heirloom tomato, and cobalt are the colors you're receiving. So let's take a look at this paper. Wow. Just absolutely beautiful. Absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. So let's go ahead. We got to put the paper away, unfortunately, because we're going to be covering everything up. And because I'm going to show you a demo of the new product. All right, let me move this over to the side very quickly. You're also going to receive, oops, got to turn off my fuse machine. You're also going to receive this 6x8 City Sidewalk stamp set. We've already talked about this stamp set, I believe, but you'll see here we've got a whole bunch of different little friends and an ice skating rink, and the city shines brighter with you in it, wishing you warmth amidst the winter chill, walking the dog, just all sorts of really fun little things. And then we have, look at this stencil that you get in the kit. Oh my goodness. Is this a beautiful stencil? Oh my word. I'm just so incredibly in love with it. And I should probably put something behind it, but I don't have anything to put behind it. And then you're also receiving this one of our beautiful new cardstocks, and this is so that you can go ahead and maybe stamp and emboss on it. Generally, ink is not going to stick to this because of how shiny it is. If you use like a StazOn or you use like an archival ink, you'll be good to go. Okay, so let's go ahead and move that off to the side. And then this little special piece that is in your box, you're going to be like, Christopher Allen, what is that? What's going on? It's a strange size. What are you doing? I know you're up to something, because generally when you're up to something, it's like a special size or something special or something different. Okay, my friends. So this is our brand new stampable holographic paper. And also, I had to take it, because you know me, I design products for myself, and I just hope that all of you love them because I desperately needed this in my life. I also made sure that it was adhesive backed. Now, this is not available yet. It will be available very soon for you to purchase separately, because I know that's going to be the next question. Whoopsies. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place my stamp on here, and then I'm just going to lift it, okay? Well, and we're going to lift off our paper too. That's okay. It's just because it hasn't been primed yet. So let's make sure, yep, we're good. So now I'm just gonna take my regular Everyday Raven ink. This is an archival ink, so this will, generally will stick to most things, but we can't make a guarantee on that other product, just simply because, again, we wanna make sure that you are being told the correct information. Now this might lift this off, yeah, but we should be okay because we did let it sit there. Oh yeah, perfect. Okay, see how now we have our ice skating rink. Let me move this stuff to the side and I'll show you. I'm gonna move this stuff to the side and I'm going to grab, oh, I should show you. Just our regular everyday ink. Now, I did have a spot there that you know, was an over spot, but generally when you're just regularly stamping, you are not going to see how it's not going to bleed. Now that we had a little issue because I had a little too much ink on there, but that's, you just want to give it an extra second to dry. So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this out with my scissors. And this is a very easy thing to cut out. Our little ice skating rink. But again, as I said before, I had to take it one step further because for me, you know, it's a no-brainer to do things adhesive backed if possible. So now all I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop this like so. And look, I can place that right on my card, and now I have my little ice skating rink. Now imagine what you can do with snowflakes or icicles or mirrors or whatever it would be. You now have an adhesive backed product, and it is completely permanent. Now again, just be careful, don't get too much ink. That's why that's smeared there. But that is now available in your kit. It is exclusive to the kit right now. As I said before, we will have more of it coming, because I know that it's going to become something that you're going to want extras of. I get it. I want extra of it myself. So I understand, believe me. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and grab Squeaky Clean here. Which one do I want to use? We'll just use the unscented. I mean, how boring, but I get it. There are a lot that can't have the scents. So that's why we have the unscented. All right, let's peel that off of there. Put that away because I'm reformed. I'm trying to put things away. Okay. There we go. This is the inspiration box. If you get the inspiration box, it will be a part of that. All right. Moving right along, let's talk about this week's release. Oh my goodness. If you are a kitty cat lover, which I know a lot of you are going to love this week's release. So we're going to start with the 2 stamp sets. And we do have puppy dogs coming too. We are working on it. But this is all about the kitties right now. First, we have the Meowie Christmas stamp set. Oh, let's zoom in and take a look at these kitty cats. All right, so we have these 2 little kitty cats that are purring up next to each other with Christmas lights. This kitty cat inside of a holiday drink. This kitty cat by itself with the lights. This kitty cat wrapped into a present. This kitty cat with an ornament, and then these little kitty cats on the ledge. Then we have Meowie Christmas. Have a perfect holiday. Santa Claus is coming to town. Feline festive. Positively merry and bright. A cozy Christmas for you. Stay perfectly cozy. And whiskers in the snow. Okay, so those are our little kitty Christmas characters. And then we have one in that size. These are all of our kitty characters that we have already done. We just dolled them up for Christmas. We have here the Bundle Up Little Furball, Merry Catmas, Meow and Bright all winter long. Okay. And then look at these little kitty cats that are all stacked up with the Christmas lights. And then we have 2 little paws here. Okay. I just love it. I absolutely love it. All right. So now let's zoom out a little bit and let's take a look at what we have for page number 2. Page number 2, we have the Kitten Christmas paper pad. Again, there you go, Kate. Then this one's for you. So we have Kitten Christmas, and let's look at the back here. So we have Beanstalk, Bubblegum, Mortar, and Honeycrisp. So we have the stripes. So we wanted to give you some basic stripes, and then look at these kitty cats with their presents. And this kitty cat with their presents, and then we have a little bow tie. We have these little kitty cats. Then we are going to flip over. We have more striped colors. And we have some presents. Look at all of those kitty cats. These don't have to just be for the holidays. You can use them for so much. We have more bow ties. We have this in that beautiful green shade. And then last but not least, we have a whole bunch of presents. Remember, you can use this with your overlays. I implore you to use those with your overlays. I think that's going to be a really easy way to really stand out. Okay, and that is the Kitten Christmas. The Kitten Christmas. All right, and then this next one, I'm very excited about because it reminds me of my grandma used to do, she used to do the most beautiful Christmas cards. but I really, really love these vintage looking creative cards. So these creative cards are called Festive Felines. Festive Felines. So let me go ahead and again show you the packaging is always beautiful. Okay. Now let's take a look at these. Zoom in a little bit as always. These are all these little vintage looking kitty cats for the holidays, and I would assume that if you have a kitty cat, that you have one that looks like these kitty cats. Oh, I love them. How fun and cute are these little... Love it. All the little kitty cat creative cards. I love it. I really do. I really do, I promise. I love them. All right, so let's go ahead and pop these back in here. Get them all lined up. Okay, get them all lined up here. There we go. And let's go ahead and see what's next. Next up, we have two different washies. Oh, wait, I have to grab. Hold on, one moment. Talk amongst yourselves. BRB. Bear with me one moment. Okay, I got it. I got it. So we're in two. We're two zoomed in. All right, so let's start with our kitty cats. Let's start with the kitty cats. So this is called Santa Claus, C-L-A-W-S. And you can see here, we've got all of our little kitties. We've got all the little kitties, and they're doing all sorts of little festive things. And I love them. I just absolutely love them. Like, I just think they're fantastic. I love them so much. So you can see we have all, and again, this is a washi sheet. We've got all the kitties and all their presents and all the little, you know, the wreath and the tree and all of that. I love it. Love it, love it. Then we have, so this is one, and I kind of challenged Nick to create some sort of a, what's the word I'm looking for? Some sort of a washi sheet, washi duo that could be used with every day. Like every day, all of your everyday kitty cat things. So you can see here there are the beautiful little yarns in the background, and then you have all of this yarn all over the place. Okay, all over the place. Isn't that cool? I just think that's so cool, so cool. I don't know. I think it's so cool, so cool. All right, so that is that. Next up, let's go to the ball of yarn stencil. Again, another one you can use with your with or without the holidays. You can do like red and green and so on and so forth. You can just so much, so much. I think it's so cool. So that is that. And then last but certainly not least, we have probably my favorite of everything that he did with this release, and that is the Kitty Kingdom. Look at this. Look at this chipboard. I mean, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Okay, I'll have to see my way out. So we have these little kitty cat, like jungle gyms or whatever they're called. You know, little thingies. What are they called? Cat perches, I don't know, I don't know. But these are in there. We have 2 of those. And look at how cool they are. And then we have the little kitty cats with the little faces that you can put these faces over top. We have the back of the kitty cat. And then you have all of these little roofs and things like that you can add. Cat trees, that's it, that you can add to that. Isn't that so cool? I think I love it. I think you're going to do so much. And again, remember, these pop right out. So just be careful. They, pop right out. Put them on the tree, so on and so forth. I think it's so cool. So I love that. I love it. So that is everything that I have for all of you tonight. I appreciate you so much. I really do. And that's that. We're almost right on time. I thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I can't wait to do some projects with you on Thursday. Keep your eyes peeled, for those sale things and stuff that are coming out. I appreciate you, and I will catch you tomorrow for live packing. So remember to create something every single day, whether that is simply a kitty card or your own ending. I love you dearly, and I thank you for hanging out with me tonight. See you.